if I stay down here too long, I would definitely fall asleep. Well, it is about 2 a.m. on the first day of boot camp, and I am at the gym at work. I work night shift. So just a little.
Attention, please.
Hold on.
Adult record.
Gotta go. Be back.
I'm back. Emergency has been handled, okay? It is about 2.5 hours later, if you're wondering how long that took. Patient is fine. That is what happens when you're at work in healthcare. Anything can happen. So what I was saying before is that I was stretching, I was doing my meditation for the day. Whenever you're at work, try to take some time for yourself. I know it's easier said than done because some jobs are really busy, but take 2-3 minutes. It's nice to have a space like this where I can just go and be by myself, maybe stretch or get on the machines or something. But even if it's just, going to the bathroom for 5 minutes and taking a little, so you don't say something to somebody that you shouldn't, okay? Just that relaxation is important in whatever space that you're in, okay? I'm going to go back and finish the rest of my shift. It's a trying day already, okay? For the first of the year, it has been a very, very busy New Year's. People should be at home rested in bed. Why are they out with the medical emergencies? Have no idea. All right, let me get out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Oh, this is what I'm starting as my first book, Moth, okay? Have not started it yet. It's been busy. My legs really, really hurts. It has been a long night already, y'all. I'm at work, as you can see, signature blue uniform, which I really, really like. Just trying to stretch out my back a little bit before I have to get back into the grind. It's not even midnight, and it has been a long day. Lots of emergencies. What are people doing? It's the beginning of the year. Started out well, not in the hospital. Anyway, let's talk about Moth. I finished Moth earlier today, and I really did enjoy the book. It wasn't something that I probably would have chosen on my own because it's not really my genre of books that are written in verse with a bunch of poetry and whatnot. But I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I loved the flowery language that was used to kind of describe how these characters felt about each other. There was one phrase that said, "The clock is against us. We don't have much time. I'll do your bidding. I'll do whatever you want." Very beautiful language in the book. I really did enjoy it. I can't say I understood everything that was stated, but I really did enjoy how things were described. So pretty much you have this Black girl named Moth who is suffering from, grieving from her family who has died. And then you have this Native American guy named Sonny who has some griefs of his own. I think he's suffering from depression and, an unsupported family. And so they go on this summer road trip basically to go see his family and travel across the United States. And you get to see their love story unfold and also see how they are attempting to help each other get over their tragedies and are bonding together. And I thought it was just really awesome to see how one person can come into your life and help change just the trajectory and how you feel about yourself. Now, I will say that I did not see the ending of this book coming. I was just like, whoa, I did not see that. But really good book. I definitely recommend it. It was short. The way the, chapters or sections are written were just really short, has the layout of the words. So even that is actually pretty cool. Definitely a quick read. Okay, you can read this book in a day if you have time. It doesn't take that long, just a few hours. So my next book is Abscond by Abraham Verghese. That's that guy that Oprah was talking about with the Covenant of Water. I'm not reading that 700 something page book, but y'all can if y'all want. Let me know if you did. Let me know what you thought of it. This book is a short story of his, so we'll see what it's about. I'm gonna get back to stretching. I'm gonna do my 5-minute stretch. Hopefully I don't get paged. I'll get to work and then hopefully I could get to reading this book sometime today. We'll see. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. I'm back. So I have my iced coffee here. It has only half the amount, maybe even a little bit less than half the amount of sugary syrup that I would normally use. Not too shabby. I think I'm gonna keep that low sugar aspect. You don't need so much of it. But I am here to talk about boot camp, right? So I wanted to, for one, bring this book up because I got it from the library and it is just so pretty. I mean, come on now. Author's illustration did their thing. Oh, so one of the things I forgot to talk about with this book is that, you know, it talks a lot about racism and also about the ancestors and calling upon them and pulling the strength from your ancestors, because that is definitely important. But I really did enjoy this book a lot. I have been going back and kind of rereading some stuff, and I'm like, girl, what were you thinking? Like, I totally missed some clues in here that gave me some indication about how the ending would go. And so I don't know how I missed that, but a very beautiful book. I think you will thoroughly enjoy it. Let me know if you read Moth. Now, looking at my boot camp readathon list here, I'm definitely increasing my hydration, doing a lot of stretching. Meditation, I'm struggling with it, I will say, because I relax and I fall asleep, but I'm still trying. I'm still trying on that one, okay? And the alcohol, that is a no-brainer. My mind is set. We are not drinking this entire month of January, so no problems there. So I am done with MEPS, obviously, and went to the barracks. So in the barracks, I'm reading a book with blue green on the cover, and I picked up Abscond by Abraham Verghese. Now, this book, it's one of those heartwarming kind of cozy books. You know, you have this young man who is really big into tennis. He's Indian, and so he has this father that is a doctor, and in Indian culture there's this big expectation to have, you know, a serious career. So that's what he feels the pressure of from his culture and also from his mother, because she talks about it a lot. So then his father dies, and now he's contending with grief and his mother and her grief in that aspect, okay? There's something at the end that happens, but I will say that this book is not exactly what I thought it would be. You know, it's Abraham Verghese. I don't know what I was thinking. You know, Oprah's book club, Covenant of Water, you know, she does the heartwarming family saga books. I was thinking this was going to be thriller aspect. It definitely was not. So I was a bit disappointed in that aspect, but it was still a good, solid read. I did like the whole culture aspect and talking about Indian culture. And there was a lot of talk about appreciating family or whatnot. But it was a good book. I enjoyed it. It was short. Thankfully, I wouldn't say it's not necessarily my cup of tea, but I did enjoy it. So in the barracks, we are also working on 2 body parts. Definitely working on that. I'm working on the derriere and also in the legs, okay? So working on those, doing some daily stuff. You know, it's a challenge. I need to see some results. I'm working on it. I need some results, okay? The books that I plan to unhaul, and I have 3 of them. I plan to unhaul Confessions, which was really good. Somebody else needs to read this. I got a coworker to read it and she loved it. This book, Black Prism, it's huge. By the way, I got all of these books actually as part of a giveaway, so I'm excited for them and very, very thankful. Now I'm going to pass them on to somebody else who, you know, may want to read them. So this book, Black Prism, is actually part of a series that I just know I'm not going to read. So I'm going to just pass it on to somebody else. And we also have The Long and Other Stories Fall Up, you know, sci-fi, fantasy type stories. I am not an anthology reader by any means, so I'm gonna pass this on to somebody that really likes it. And I'm going to actually go to a little free library later today. I just haven't, you know, gone out yet. So that is the plan. I'm thinking of getting rid of Fantastic Land, but I'm not ready yet, okay? But these books definitely I'm gonna go. Somebody will definitely love them. And the 10 channels that I have subbed to, I'm going to link them below, and I have also put them in the new to you booktubers part of the Discord. So make sure you check them out and show them some love and see if it's content that you resonate with. But here are those channels.
Gabby Likes to Read, Busy Mama Bookworm, The Astral Library, Shay the Reader, Becky Duff, Talia Cadet, Books on My Third Space, Alexis Brianna, Hey Dear Blog, Amanda Should Be Reading.
And this is where we're at. We are now at the mess hall trying to get some coffee. This is definitely better probably than the coffee you're going to get from a military mess hall, okay? If you're a Starbucks person, I wouldn't be messing around with the mess hall coffee. But if you just need a little caffeine and get yourself going, it does a job for you. Just don't expect enough, okay? Just don't expect a lot. So while we are starting at the mess hall, I'm actually looking at a stream right here from Books with Bonnie. Hey girl, she can't see. On the screen, she is sprinting with Paula and Jess Kiwi, and this is a fun time, okay? If y'all have not gone to Bonnie streams, it's always chill and relaxed and fun, and with all the other cool people on stream, it's a good time. I'm having a good Sunday here, okay? Keita was sprinting earlier, and that was a fun time too. Hey, Miss Livy. She's so sweet. But this is Sunday. So anyway, at the mess hall, the book we are reading, horror, fantasy, and sci-fi. I am picking up Psychopomp and Circumstance, which is already just a fun title in itself. And the cover looks a bit creepy, so I'm not really sure what that's about, but I'm excited to read it. I believe it is fantasy with some sci-fi elements. So I'm going to be picking that up today and seeing how far I can get through with that. And I'm supposed to be physically reading at least half of that. So I have the e-copy from the library, and the audio just came through today, so I'm excited about that. So my next check-in will be probably at the end of the mess hall, and let's get it popping. Okay, I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna go and chill. I got this massager too, by the way. Don't scramble your brain.
So if you're going to do floor exercises, then a good sturdy mat is needed, and these little resistance cords are pretty good too. So here I am again at work. I feel like I'm always here. I am just stretching because my back hurts here. Another busy day. So let me give you an update. So I have finished the third prompt, and the book I picked was Psychopomp and Circumstance, which is such an interesting title, okay? So Psychopomp and Circumstance was pretty good. I did enjoy it. It was set in the 1870s, so right after the Civil War, and you have this black woman who is part of a, well-off family. So she has been parading herself around these cotillions, basically trying to find a husband because that is her duty, right? So she's been doing that for a few years and definitely is not happy about that. She wants to live her own life, do her own thing. So she finds out that her aunt has died. Now, her aunt has defied the traditions of, instead of finding a husband, she remained single and went off to another city and, is being independent. And that is exactly what Phaedra, that's her name, wants to do. So she gets told that someone has to plan her aunt's funeral. And so she decides to take on that challenge. Now, in this particular world, a pomp, P-O-M-P, that's a good name, right? P-O-M-P. Anyway, so that is the duty of planning a funeral. And apparently you have to do it well, because if you do not, then you can be put into jail. So you need to do it very, very well, okay? Her parents definitely do not want her to do that. They think that she has better things to do, like get married, find a suitable husband, and have some babies, okay? So she decides to go do that. She goes out of town, plans her aunt's funeral, encounters this magical environment, discovers her independence. I really enjoyed how her aunt utilized her being ostracized basically from her family in order to develop a new family
and help, newly transitioning enslaved individuals into, becoming the people that they want to be, and helping them get a leg up in life. So just a very great story about identity and discovering who you are, and a little bit of grief and some magic in between. So enjoyed that story. I also did a new recipe.
Hey, trying to eat healthy and do something new. I'm actually making crock-pot cabbage, which I have never heard of before. So this will be interesting. I made a huge complete mess, stuff all over the floor, but that's okay. We're gonna get it popping.
Also, the body part that I'm working on is my arms. Got a little muscle in there, trying to get these spaghetti arms to look like Angela Bassett, okay? So that's what's that. I've also been cleaning up my diet. As you know, I'm doing the daily challenge, and so that is all part of that. So doing very well with that. Lots of water, getting a handle on the meditation too. So now I am at the shooting range, pow, pow. And I'm in the middle of a sky full of elephants, which is absolutely amazing, y'all. I am thoroughly enjoying this book. A very tragic event for sure in this book, but still very, very good. Lots of commentary on racial issues and the way that the world works today, and some different ways it could work in the future. So I'm in the middle of that, maybe about, I don't know, a third of the way through, something like that. Anyway, I'm going to go back and stretch a little bit more and then get back to work. Let's see if any emergencies happen today. Okay, I'll see y'all later.